Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. By the title of this video, I'm sure you already know what you're here for, and it's postpartum must-haves. I'm having my third baby and I'm obviously very excited. I'm only 11 days out from my due date and I can't wait. If you're new here, this is my third girl and we are completely over the moon, and I'm like symptom spotting because I'm so ready to go into labor. I am so ready for this baby girl to be here. I think this time I'm more prepared than I was with my first two births, which might seem like obvious, like, well, duh, you're more prepared at your third time, but with your first time you tend to go more overboard and buy things you don't need and have too much. And each baby you have, you tend to buy less and less and prepare less and less because you know what to expect, and you're like, oh, I can just, do Target pickup, oh, I can do Amazon Prime that, and you don't like necessarily, or for me, I didn't think that I would be this prepared because I know that I can just run to the store. It's not the end of the world. Once the baby is here, you still can go about your normal life and pick things up. But this time I have a ton of stuff. Some of these things were sent to me, some of these things were recommended to me, and some of them I found on my own doing little searches. But before we get into the postpartum must-haves, I have a product that I'm really excited to share with you guys. Of course, as a new mom, one of the essentials that you absolutely have to have is diapers. And today's video is sponsored by the brand Diaper. Diaper is a subscription-based diaper service that's mission is to never let parents or babies run out of diapers. This is what they look like. They are a crisp, clean white. And by the way, I'm sure you can hear my toddlers in the background. They're upstairs playing with my husband while I film this video. The diapers themselves are made out of bamboo, which makes them antibacterial, antifungal, hypoallergenic, and breathable, all while maintaining an eco-friendly footprint. Some of the benefits of a bamboo diaper are that they're softer and smoother, and they're made with no harsh chemicals. Subscriptions cost $64 a month, and you get between 140 and 200 diapers depending on which size you choose. You can also pause and restart your subscription at any time. In 12 cities nationwide, Diaper can actually deliver emergency diapers to you in as little as 4 hours. Even if you're out of town on vacation, if you're in one of these 12 cities, they can also deliver it to you there. I'll read the 12 cities to you just so you know. LA, San Francisco, New York, Chicago, Boston, Denver, Salt Lake City, Portland, Seattle, Denver, Houston, Atlanta, and Phoenix. It's like DoorDash for diapers, and it's free to subscribers, but you are limited to 2 of these emergency diaper runs per subscription year. So with Diaper, you can subscribe and never run out. There's gonna be a link in my description bar below if you wanna try Diaper out, but also you can go to this link, trydiaper.com/Aaryn, and Diaper is spelled with a Y. So now let's go ahead and get into my postpartum must-haves. Thank you again, Diaper, for sponsoring this video. I decided to turn off the lamp behind me because it was kind of causing backlight. Okay, so the sun is going down. I might have to get out my ring light in the middle of this. So I apologize in advance if the lighting is just all over the place in this video. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get started with this little bin that I made to go up above my toilet. This has got like the essentials for when I get home. I have some other things that are going in my hospital bag as well, but I'm just gonna show you first of all like the bare minimum essentials that I think are super necessary. I'm just gonna start with these big bad boys right here. So these are Depends, and it's basically an adult diaper. I'm sure you all know what Depends are, but if you have not had a baby yet, it's messy. The super long extra thick pads with the mesh underwear, they work great and they're fine, but this just kind of makes it seamless and you can worry less because it's kind of like an all-around protection rather than just where the pad would be. Secondly, of course, are pads. And you're gonna want some that are pretty heavy duty, so you're gonna want some overnight ones for sure, and then some super or heavy flow. There's no other way to say that. So this is the brand that I got, and I got overnight and large. These are just organic. Ooh, dropping them everywhere. These are actually organic pads, but whatever your favorite brand is fine. I used Always with my previous 2 and they worked great. While I'm on the topic of pads, I also do have this pack from the Honey Pot Company. These are postpartum herbal infused pads with wings. They have mint for cooling, lavender calming, aloe for soothing. No chlorine, pesticides, or fragrances. It's plant-based feminine care. I have 2 little bags of these. They were sent to me in my womb box, which is something else that is awesome. You can order a womb box and you can customize it however you want. You can order it for yourself or someone else you know that's going into labor. Personally, I think it's like the best gift you can give someone who is about to have a baby because it comes stocked with pretty much everything that you need after birth. The next thing is this peri bottle. In the hospital, they will give you one, and it's basically just like a squirt bottle, and you put warm water in it. You can add witch hazel, and it's to clean yourself off with. And this was in my womb box, and this one is specifically made for postpartum. And it's like angled. This is kind of graphic. It's angled. So I'm really excited. I've never tried one of these before. I've only had like the ones that you get from the hospital. So they do provide those. They will also provide you with mesh underwear, which are extremely comfortable, but they're kind of loose and kind of sag, especially when you've got a big thick pad in them. Depending on the hospital and depending on your nurse, you might get a ton of them to come home with, or you might get very few to come home with. It really just depends on where you're delivering, what their rules are, and how chill your nurse is. Because with Skyla, I barely got anything to take home. With Adeline, I got a little bit more, but I didn't feel like it was very much. So you can't really rely on the hospital to give you everything you need. You definitely want to have some things at home, like your own pads, your own adult diapers, and your own postpartum underwear, which I'll get into in a minute. This is something that I learned about after my first birth, and I don't think that I could have survived without it, but we are going to get into some natural alternatives as well. But this is called Dermoplast, and it's a pain and itch spray, and it's to spray down there after your birth. I tore with Skyla and Adeline, I think. With my first, it was the worst tear I've had. My second, I don't remember how bad it was. Oh my god, it's just making me cringe thinking about it, but I tore bad with Skyla. It was a 2nd degree, but it was still really bad. And I remember, like, when I looked, you can go back and watch my video. I talked in very serious detail about how that went with my first birth with Skyla. I can link that video below for you guys. I also have witch hazel spray, which is a 99% natural astringent spray. A lot of people just add liquid witch hazel to their peri bottle as well, just for a tip. This is one of the most important parts of, the most important things I can tell you about postpartum is that you're going to need a stool softener, because everything is very sore down there. Like, the girls are playing. I'm sorry about that, but they're having a good time. It's very painful going to the bathroom after having a baby. With my first, I was in tears. With my second, it really wasn't bad for some reason. But stool softeners. So I got Colace, and then after I shared that I had got this on Instagram, I had got a DM that said that Senna S is better. So I guess do your research and then pick whichever one you think is better for you. But I have both. And I mean, the fact that someone reached out to me to let me know about the Senna S makes me think that I should just might as well give it a try. But obviously ask your doctor before taking any medication. So you know how I had said I was going to talk about a natural alternative to the Dermoplast. This is Earth Mama Herbal Perineal Spray. And I don't know if it numbs the way the Dermoplast does. We're going to try. I'm hoping that it will numb the same way so that I can use something natural. However, if it doesn't numb the same way, I'm gonna have to stick with the Dermoplast. So I have both just in case. This was also in my womb box. They also sent me a perineal balm. Now with a balm, this isn't something that you're really gonna be able to slather on right away because it's gonna be painful to the touch. And I think this is something that, I mean, I don't know how soft it is. I mean, it's not super soft. It's not like whipped. Like I feel like in order to apply this, it would need to be whipped because like very soft, like cloudy, like a cloud, because it's just so sore. You don't want to be rubbing around, but I do have this, which like I said was also in the womb box. The next thing is if you are going to be nursing, it can be painful the first couple days or week, or I don't remember exactly how long. And so you're gonna need something to apply. This is the tried and true Tender Care lanolin that I use with both girls, and I know that this works for a fact. But there's also a alternative here, a natural alternative here that was in my womb box by Mother Love. On the same idea of nursing, this is Wish Garden After Ease for pregnancy. I have not personally used this, but what it is to help with the painful contractions after birth that you get while nursing. I can't like give you a testimony on this, but I've just heard amazing things about it. And so it's something that I'm definitely at least gonna try, because those post-birth contractions during nursing sessions had me in tears, and they were worse the second time than they were the first time. So anything that can potentially help those, like I am so, just sign me up. Also, if you're nursing, you're gonna need these disposable, well, you don't have to have disposable. They have reusable ones that, I mean, I know like they say they're machine washable or whatever, but I mean, for me, whenever I use those, I just rinse them out in the sink and let them air dry, like on the counter, because putting them into like the wash, unless you're like doing a load right then and you just know to throw them in, like it takes forever to like wait for them to come back out of the laundry. So I just rinse them out, set them on the counter, wait for them to dry. They're awesome. But these are disposable. Now you guys remember when I said you're gonna need postpartum underwear. So this is just a pack that I got on Amazon, and they're just big, high-waisted, soft underwear, full bottom, because honestly, you're not gonna be wanting to wear cute underwear. Well, maybe you are. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I don't want to have any kind of cute underwear with any sort of small parts for a very long time. I just want something comfortable that contains everything, especially because you're going to need to be containing pads for quite a while. Okay, this is one of the things I'm most excited about, speaking about pads and things like that. These I haven't tried yet, but they are the Freedom Mom Instant Ice Maxi Pads. One of the best things after birth with both my girls was having the ice pack pads. They are heaven sent. And everyone kept telling me, you're using them too much, like you're not gonna heal if you keep using them. And I way overused them. I even made my own at home. You can Google how to make your own postpartum ice pads. There's like recipes out there that you can concoct with aloe and witch hazel. They make cheaper ones that are not name brand. These are by Freedom Mom. But they make ones that are not name brand that you can buy in bulk that are apparently the same ones they use at the hospital. But ice packs used sparingly are everything. In that same breath, if you want one that's reusable, if you don't want to buy like a big box, or you're more into something that you can use over and over, this was sent to me in my womb box. It's the Paraday Tend Her Feminine Cold Packs. 2 reusable gel packs with 5 reusable disposable sleeves. Reusable or disposable sleeves for post-birth and hemorrhoid relief. And you can even put it on it if you have a C-section incision. So the next thing is for baths. So this was sent to me by a company I love called So Luxury. It's Sitz Bath Tea. And after my first birth, the doctor told me not to take baths for a while. Then after I had Adeline, the midwife told me that I could do sitz baths. And so that's what this is for. A sitz bath is just a shallow bath that you sit in to help your healing. And so that is to go in it to help the healing. I also found this on Amazon, which I thought was very cool. Those of you who know me know how much I love baths. So taking a bath after birth is gonna be a huge deal to me. I can't wait. But this is postpartum bath salt, so I'm really excited to use it. these were sent to me in my womb box. These are Cool Comfort Personal Medicated Cleansing Pads for hemorrhoids. I'm like trying to think of another word to use. Like you can't, like it's just, you have to say hemorrhoid. But this is what they look like. You can get all different kinds. They make creams, they make wipes, they make witch hazel ones, they make, I can't think of the name of the other one right now. But you can get all sorts of cooling pads for that. You can make your own with aloe and witch hazel. But we've got these. All right, and now we're on the very last thing. This is the brand is the Pink Stork, and the two pills that I'm gonna be taking postpartum are the Pink Stork Total Postpartum plus DHA and the Postpartum Reset. The Postpartum Reset is for mood and hormone support, and I'm really excited about this one because it says that it's supposed to balance hormones and mood, restore emotional calm, and supports postpartum recovery. That is a huge claim. I really I mean, it sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? So I really hope that it works. After having my first daughter, I had major postpartum anxiety. It was really bad. Like I was crying when we walked in the front door of the house. I was just a wreck. After Adeline, I knew what to expect, and I kind of mentally prepared myself, and I kind of just like blocked a lot of those anxious thoughts that I had after Skyla, because it's hard to explain, but I knew what I was getting into. I knew how extreme my hormones were going to be and my emotions, so I felt like I was able to better like control it and better, I don't know, handle it. If that's even a thing, I don't know if it is, because with Skyla, like, it was really bad. So I'm hoping that I can be as calm as I was after having Adeline, after I have Reese. But this is what these look like. I hope that you guys are going to be able to take something away from this, and that you learned something that you didn't already know and it wasn't a waste of your time. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure your bell notifications are on, and head over to my Instagram or Twitter to interact with me, because my comments are turned off by YouTube, not by me. So I'm sorry about that, but I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
And carry